Sometimes finding the right person is just finding that person who lets you exist peacefully and function peacefully in your own space. I had this boyfriend when I was in my 20s. He was at my house and I let a pot of water boil on my stove and I left the room to go do something. Well, he went in there and turned it off. So I went to check on it again and it had been turned off, so I turned it back on. I left again, went to do something, and he turned it off again. Well, I went in there and it had been turned off again, and of course I put two and two together, and I confronted him and I said, "Are you turning my boiling water off?" And he said, "I have to do that for my mom because she leaves things on in the stove and forgets about it." And I said, "Well, I'm in my 20s and I don't have dementia. So stop turning my boiling water off. I don't stand there and watch it boil. You know, I don't forget I have things on the stove." And so I resented him for doing that. And, I told him, "You need to find something to do, not follow me around sabotaging me." And so that is one way that you can figure out who is a soulmate and who isn't a soulmate. People doing things like that, going around and just doing irritating things like that. Somebody else may be forgetful and appreciate someone doing that. Somebody may leave something on the stove, appreciate somebody turning it off for them. I resented that because I'm not going to stand and watch water boil. There are other people who they might not let a partner sleep, or they might be bad cooks, or there might be something else wrong with that person where you just know that you can't live with that person and be with that person. There might just be little things that bother you, and you know that there's just something about their mentality, like that guy turning the water off, where you know that person is not for you because of the way that they think. He should have known better that there's nothing wrong with me and that I can have boiling water in my house. So that's just one example. But it's just little things like that where you know that person is not the right person for you. And I hope that made sense. And sometimes it's just down to little things like that where they might be an okay